Absolutely. But enough of histories that never occurred. Do we have everything we need?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Pen,
Everybody
paper,
present, everybody
mouse.
awake?
I'm present and erect. Let's go.
Yeah? Okay. The nature of storytelling is that we embed, as storytellers, our values, our sense of the world. It's one thing to make a story that shouldn't be believed, but it's another to make a story that, to us as storytellers and to the audience, does not make sense. And so, allegory, coding, metaphor, and parallel are necessary storytelling devices. The history of the world in which we live feeds into the history of the worlds about which we tell stories. And as such, the party have found themselves in a nation divided, terrified of a war which is draining resources, creating poverty, disenfranchisement, but that our heroes at least have yet to really glimpse. And you have come upon in your travels a community further marginalized still, further cut off from the seat of power, disenfranchised, unrepresented, and driven rather than towards seeking power and equity themselves, further into scapegoating, further into oppression, further into the control of those who have yet less than them. You have uncovered much corruption deep in the mines of Mazanal, in the west of the nation of Lurich, away from the prying eyes of the royal court and the capital cities. You have encountered religious corruption, governmental corruption, and now powering the very roads, lights, the turning of the gears of the city itself, literally. Slaves in chains, who simply wish to be free, it seems. And they are fighting, and you are in their way. In this chamber where tracks meet and carts stunt, one giant former slave lies dead, another unconscious, barely breathing, laid to the ground by Jethro's fist. Deeper ahead into the caverns, the ringing of steel, the rumbling of rocks echoes down towards you. Who knows how many of these beings are tied up?
I might have asked this last week, but did Gromnon know about the slaves?
Gromnon isn't like a native to Mazanhol, knows that it's kind of rude to ask about these things, but I'm not explicitly, no, Sam.
Okay.
Yeah, Gromnon is, if I'm understanding this right, liberation is one of the things that motivates him, right? Like he's interested in that kind of the rights of the individual, etc., etc.
Yes.
What you have glimpsed is some of which I've just touched on, that unhappiness, the sense from the dwarves that you have met that they know that their life is unjust, but they do not feel that they have any grasp of power. And many that you have met, including the two Mr. Axes and Mr. Powders around you, have a tendency to express this in terms of, well, you know, we'd have a bit more if we weren't supporting those who have even less. That's been the tone from you reading through it, that dwarves work hard and they tend to stop short at saying a certain part out loud. You might have wondered what that is that they're getting at, and it could be that now you
Racist.
know. Well,
Stop short.
fine.
Yeah.
Fine. You all have a moment to catch your breath, look around at one another, check in, see how the others are doing. Let me know what you'd like to do next.
Do we still hear the commotion coming from the corridor?
There definitely is, further down past where these giants have come from, there definitely is still commotion. You can hear some shouting, you can hear the banging of what on a normal day might sound like hammer against rock.
Can I investigate the corpse that is dead? Not the fucking knocked out guy. Come on, English, Sam.
Yes,
Turn it
okay.
into moss or
Yeah.
something.
Yep, the dead
Yeah.
giant, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. And, prove myself that this guy is a slave somehow. I don't know how you want me to do that.
Did Tor say something on to that extent? I think Tor speaks giant.
Yeah, you heard them talking about it, right?
Yeah, I said fucking this slave.
Oh, you did. Sorry,
So, yeah,
I don't remember last week.
Yeah,
Well,
that's right. Yeah, it's been a
Last
few
month.
weeks, and then even then it was several weeks before that. Yeah, absolutely. So no, I recall Tor making a remark to that extent. But looking over the
Here, have a medicine roll. Are they? Look,
Yeah,
they've
okay,
been tortured.
that's what I was gonna pitch basically. You can
13.
13 total. The giant certainly looks strong. It certainly looks as though it has been worked. You have done a lot of damage to it over the last half a minute.
Mm.
And yet there are older scars still at the wrists, at the ankles.
Hmm. I fear
It's hard to pick out more, yeah.
I fear Tor is correct. This is naught but an innocent in this quarrel.
Meanwhile,
Kind of feel bad we killed that other one.
well, yeah, Jethro, you are next to the dwarf, the giant that you knocked out cold. You've taken a large tooth from the deceased one. I recall that at the end of last session.
Yeah.
But now the two locals come close to you. Bilovax's head barely reaches your lower ribs, but his finger raises to poke you in the belly.
Yeah, hands off. What are you doing?
Go on then. You can put it out of its breath.
Why
It'll
would
work
I
back
do
up
that?
again. Well, it'll work back up again. It'll be a threat to us again.
It might be, but he was.
Oh, well.
It was an honourable fight. If
Honourable.
he's a slave, then well, I don't feel right about that. All beings should be free.
You can give me an insight. You can give me an insight check, Jethro.
Which one was it, Bill or the other one?
That was Bilovax's.
That's.
But Mr. Powders is with him. The two of them together. 21, 12. Bilovax's doesn't like hearing this. He doesn't agree. And with the 21, he is particularly that you are the one saying this. He is particularly disgruntled about it. He doesn't move. He doesn't say anything. But he's trying to catch his friend in the corner of his eye.
We're trying to stop this madness from claiming any more lives
Ah,
without reason.
reason. Lives. Oh, there'll be hungry and dead dwarves. 10 metre above us, 100 metre above us. On the city, on lower upper
What's
city.
a meter?
Chad,
Yes.
that's an amazing answer. I want to point at Bill of Fingers and cast a cantrip message and say the words. Maybe I'm wrong, Bill. Maybe it's not their fault. Maybe we're the ones that are brainwashed. Maybe we're the ones being drained. That's it.
He's going to hear your voice in his ear. Jethro, you're tuned into enough of this guy to see his attention be drawn. Sam, that's going to be a persuasion check, please.
Yeah, that's pretty easy. I was actually trying to do it as if I was his conscience, but whatever.
Yeah, it'll sound like your voice, definitely.
You'd need like a mimic perk for that shit.
21.
21. Now, does message let him reply quietly?
Yes, it does, yeah.
It does. You'll see Gex, because you're looking this guy in the face, the chin behind the mustache, behind the beard, kind of quiver.
It's me looking him in the face.
Yeah, he's very excited about it. But, Sam, the reply will come through to Gromnon. And through to Gromnon's ears alone. And he's... I want to learn about this. I want to do... You've always steered me well before. But it ain't right. One of him is obviously he'd be protecting him.
Okay.
But his resolve is changing. Gex, you will notice the firmness in his face changes. He has a degree of uncertainty now as an expression. I'm going to ride that 21 for a moment. Obadiah, Tor, do you guys have anything you'd like to do in this moment?
Not at
Just-
the minute.
Just checking the guys are okay, and I'm going to walk off down the tunnel. We're here for the bright irons, not this nonsense.
Yeah,
Hmm.
there's Bostic.
Bill, what's the guy called again?
Bill of Axes or Mr. Powders?
Mr. Powders, that's the one. Bill, Mr. P. Come on, let's not dwell on this. We can talk at length later. Yes.
Right you are.
But these are innocents. I don't feel right what we've done here.
Innocence. You'll have to help me get my head around that, but I will.
We will.
I'm just checking how long enlarge and reduce lasts.
An hour?
It's a minute,
Is it a minute?
so I think that's long enough that it's going to wear off. Where's my minus key?
I start shrinking in front of everyone.
Tiny
Back
wiener.
to normal dwarf size. Okay. Figures off the table.
Thank you.
Okay. The corridor ahead is a thick belt of tracks along the floor. The cavern wall is considerably less elegant than what was above, even in the lower city, the public areas, the city true. But it's straight, it seems sturdy. Occasionally there is reinforcement. There is no light. And those of you with dark vision can see well enough to make your way. But those without might need a hand to be guided through.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll cast light in the tunnel.
You're going to cast light. That's fine. The sound of battle rings louder and yet louder.
That's battle.
And before long you come through the curvature of the tunnel. Let's get which colour I want to mark this up. The tunnel comes through this way. And you come across a large chamber. Bigger still than where you had been before. Bigger than any one individual space you have seen in this time that you have been below in Mazenol. Ahead of you, dwarves are backed, fighting, massed, hollering. They are fighting two more giants in chains that you can see. The giants stand over a mass of overturned carts, chains, mangled steel girders, working pulleys, mechanisms, cogwheels. And with the giants, just at a quick glance, you make out 12 orcs. They do not wear clothing, but wield simple tools. Two things stand out. The orcs and the giants have their backs to you. You have come across the back of them. A raised platform is the closest thing to you. There is a raised platform, and on top of that, there is one orc solitary. I will draw things in if things are helpful, but let me just describe things. Yeah, let's draw in. This is a raised platform. Let's say it's 20 feet high. There is a singular orc atop it, whose body you can see is painted, glistening with oils, pigments, markings. He is held in a posture that you might recognize, especially Tor, I think. This orc is concentrating on a spell. The line of giants, orcs, etc. Yeah, I'll just drop a few in.
How long has it been since, like, all the combat started?
It's been going for several minutes, and there is at least one other dead giant here.
Oh, I
There's
mean, like,
the...
when we entered combat before we get to this point.
Oh, how many? Do you mean how many rounds did that go through? Do you know what? I don't know. Give me a second. Let me dig back through some old notes.
I don't think it was.
It wasn't very many.
4 rounds or something, and then we had
Okay.
30 seconds of talking, and then walking down the corridor.
Okay. I just want to know because, like, I'm going to keep my concentration on my dragon because it lasts an hour.
Oh.
Yeah, it certainly hasn't been an hour.
Yeah. Just trying to figure out to make sure I've got like plenty of time left on him.
It certainly hasn't been an hour. We'll call it 5 minutes at this point.
Cool.
Since you entered initiative last time, yeah.
How many dwarfs are there?
There is something of a mass of them. You'll recall several went past. Let me draw. want to use yellow for these guys. So let's go with... Right, what I'm going to do... is... We'll spread these about a bit. And then we'll use... There's a giant. There's a giant. Somebody make them huge. Yeah, thank you.
Embiggen them.
Embiggen them, yes.
Well, it's a lot of dwarfs for me to punch.
It is. Now, these guys in red wear the same kind of mail, the same kind of half plate that you might have seen across any number of dwarves. From
These are
around the
more-
lower city.
Are these like normal citizen or like guards?
These are normal looking dwarves who have basic level of armament. The golden ones wear a similar kind of half plate, but it is coloured in bronze, perhaps? It's hard to make out. Each of them holds either a mace or a whip. None of them are in the fight. They all stand back. Just arranging these guys. Let's draw a giant here. Is it the right size? That is the right size, isn't it?
I'm going to nudge Obadiah. I don't think I can defuse this one. There's far too many people.
Yeah.
They're just lucky I don't have wall of fire.
Oh, fuck.
Genocidal druid over here just wants to kill everything.
Now,
Straight down that centre line, like
don't get me
straight
wrong.
down here.
Fighting orcs is the best fight, but not orcs they're in chains.
Oh, they're not the ones I'm worried about.
Well, yeah, the giants are pretty scary, but yeah, I cannot.
There are.
let
You
this
can
get-
see one dead giant. Sorry, Gex, interrupting you.
That's
Yeah.
fine. That was it.
You can see one dead giant, a number of dead dwarves and orcs across the floor. Those of you who have come down the tunnel will find yourselves back at this end.
I'm going to have picked up my totem as well.
Yeah. Yeah, bring it with you.
Flamey Frank at the back.
What I am looking for is, now you can remember, no, that's not what I want. That's what I want. battle is not raging. There is some banging, some fighting, but people on both sides are being hesitant, reticent. This area is poorly lit. The ground is hazardous. There is debris, kind of broken machinery around the place. This platform may have been a watchtower, may have been part of a crane mechanism. Hard to tell. There isn't even a ladder reaching up to it now. You can make out the remains of one on the floor.
Can I try to identify the magic the orc is using on the top of that pillar?
You can make me an Arcana check, unless you have something else going on.
No, it'll be an Arcana check. 24.
24. Okay. Immediately, what comes to your eyes is, a pose of, and the gestures in the hands evoke the school of abjuration. It is protective magic. And you can see as it dances, the way that the orc dances, it is casting something to protect, you think, the minds of those ahead of it, those on its sides. It is working a kind of counter charm. This isn't something that you know, or that you, this isn't something that Obadiah knows how to do. And indeed, the orc is holding itself strained. Its own movements are quite awkward.
Awkward.
You think that, in fact, actually, you rolled a 24. And so actually, what you might think back to is something like the odd occasion where you saw Titus cast a spell. And you know from experience that learning spells is a matter of doing them rote over and over again. And so with your level of practice, the spells come... You understand the precision that needs to be made. But you can brute force it. You can hit the gesture by almost sheer dumb luck. You've heard of novice magicians who can't get a certain gesture taping down a finger, or even putting their hands in a particular mold to try and get that right. And if you were to guess, it's almost like that's what's happening with this casting orc.
Okay.
Is that it is almost like it's casting a spell that it doesn't really know what it's doing. But you're confident of the effect. It is shielding the minds of its friends from charm and domination.
Intellect Fortress, then.
Yeah, could be.
Is he gonna relay that?
I'm gonna kill my light spell and turn around, and we haven't been noticed yet, have we?
Not that you realise, no.
And I'll turn around and
cast it
say,
yet.
the orc on the pedestal is casting some protection of the mind spell on the few that are with him. I guess maybe he's trying to protect the giants. I don't know. What are they doing down here?
Maybe
Towards
the
Gromnum.
reason they're rebelling is because he's whatever.
This is the first I've ever been here. I had a new. What's the name of the fucking guy? The guy in charge? Is it Broadaxe? King.
Bright,
The king is. It's been
Highcleve.
so yeah. Simon
King
Highcleve.
was-
That's it. Yeah.
Highcleve, yeah, that was it. Yeah. I know Highcleve is a fucking dirty bastard, but I didn't realise this is what he was doing.
Wait, you mean the dwarf king? Highcleve's the
Yes.
human king.
Yes, the dwarf
No.
king. I mean,
No, he isn't. Highcleve is the dwarf king.
is
Oh,
Gelder Simon Highcliffe.
oh, sorry. Yeah.
Well, we don't have time
I-
for this now.
I'm guessing some serious magic is being used, and that's what the orc is trying to protect from.
Can you help him?
Well, we can hinder him. I could help him, but we just killed one of the giants.
Yeah,
And
he
I
fucking
honestly don't
attacked
really...
us.
I honestly don't really care. We have bigger fish to fry.
Well,
I'll invite anyone that wants to can make a perception check, although those without dark vision ought to do it at disadvantage.
this
What's Bath IC 15?
18. This matters. No, that's Gav's stats. 19.
I'm not making one. I'm facing
Yeah.
the guys.
It matters to me, Obadiah.
On the steps at the far end of the chamber, Bostic and his dad are just about visible in the crowd. Jethro will pick this out. Gromlin doesn't know those guys.
Well,
In fact, I'm going to colour them slightly differently.
Jethro,
Indeed.
I understand that,
Does not.
but there's 10,000 dwarves upstairs. Probably more. Is there another way out of this room? Can anyone see?
The way we
And how
came.
are we gonna persuade the... We can't escort these orcs and these creatures out of here. They wouldn't have come in the front door. They must have come in somewhere else.
At least we can stop them from being killed right now. If we can stop them from killing the dwarves, then maybe they'll listen to us.
There are a couple of other narrower doorways. I'm just drawing them in to the edge of the chamber. This one is lit, so there is light coming from there. I'll put that there just to signal that there's a light there.
Fuck it.
Light.
What can we do?
Thank you.
Which one was it who showed us this passage of the two dwarfs that are with us?
Both of them kind of mentioned it at the same time.
Boys, is there a way quickly out of Thousand Hall from here?
Oh, bloody hell! Don't know of one.
How did
I
these
hear-
orcs get in?
Well, they've
They were here.
been here a long time.
So you've enslaved the orcs as well as these giants.
I wouldn't say enslaved. Like we've
Yeah, well, of course you wouldn't, but you have. So, is that like I don't care? Let me be clear. But
listen. It were us or them, right? Like when it comes to dominating mountain and that. But they you know, it's punishment, right? Like for what their people did to ours.
what,
And anyway,
perpetuity.
man, like I don't know. I'm not a historian, am I? But no, like they've been down here in depths, and that's what Golden Voice do, is keep them in check.
Where's this Golden Voice clan?
Right, they're all over there. Can you see them?
No, I can't see in the dark.
Yeah, there's like 5 dwarves over there with like bronze plate on. Oh, I see the
Right.
ones he's talking about.
Well then, let's try
We
something, eh?
We can't. We can't punish these orcs for the sins of their fathers, or their fathers' fathers. I don't know how long ago this
They can't.
happened.
They can't.
And
They have no free will if they're under control, and slavery is worse than death. If you'd have at least killed them, then they would have their honor. But this is worse than it. I already said that. Whatever.
No good with words.
All right,
Jethro, smash.
we've got to separate the groups, and then we've got to deal with these golden voice folk.
Oh, I can deal with them. Well, I could try.
What do you mean deal with?
Well,
Oh, I'm going to clobber
ideally
them.
change their point of view.
Okay.
What I would think more likely Jethro's answer.
I'm going to change their point of view by altering the way their brains are fucking put together.
By altering their
Altering
access
the
to their eyeballs.
altering the shape of their brains.
What do we suggest? I can at least split the crowd, possibly in a makeshift sermon, if you will.
Torque, you
If
can
we
talk
can
giant,
divide
right?
them and get them to stand back, we might be able to persuade the dwarves here that these orcs and these giants are going to do more harm than good, and it'd be in their interest to let this batch go, and then we can worry about golden voices after that.
Torque, if you could tell them giants to stop fighting, that they're the big threat for the dwarves.
Well, I can't
Can
speak
anyone
giants,
speak
but
to
I can
giants?
speak orc.
Torque,
Yeah.
speak giant.
Can speak giant.
I can speak orc, surprisingly.
Okay, well, I can speak dwarf. I'll
Yes.
try persuade them with Gromnom to step back. If you can try persuade the orcs and the giants to step back for a moment. Don't interrupt their spellcaster. It seems he's the
hell
only
no.
thing protecting them.
Hell no. 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. Oh, so close.
No, we walk up. We don't charge in.
Oh, I'm going to take them golden boys.
Okay. I'm going to start walking up. I can see some light coming from the door, so I'll head this direction.
Yeah.
And
The chamber is poorly lit, but not unlit.
I'm going to head
Okay.
for the pedestal orc.
when I get to about here, I'm going to cast light. And I'm going to try make my way to kind of, between them, but on the far side.
Okay.
Pardon me. I will allow Gav to walk off, and I will walk straight up the middle, trying to avoid the orc who's spellcasting. And I'll cast Thaumaturgy and begin talking.
Okay.
I'll let everyone else decide what they're doing first.
Okay.
I'm leaving the dragon back there for a minute.
Against better judgment, Jethro is going to wait and see how the talking phase plays out.
I'm going to make a couple of checks, and what I'm looking to do is seeing, especially as Obadiah casts light, he will draw a lot of attention here. Let's
I'm
see
not
how
looking
things
to
go.
hide, obviously. So
No, that's it. But whether
In
people
fact,
are
I'm
going to
looking
read you
draw
as...
attention.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, gave that one a fucking checking, didn't you?
Okay. Yeah. Had to make sure it was well shook.
Yeah, it was. Well shook, well struck. I'm just going to holler something like, "Brothers, there's too many of them. You'll just die. Fall back to your leader," or something in orc.
So I can understand Jethro. So when he finishes, I'll holler the same thing, essentially, to the dwarves. Back away
Yes.
towards the steps. Friends, back away towards the steps.
Right,
Not
finish your checks, yeah.
intimidating. I'm going more for a persuasion.
Yeah, as you approach and you burst the light from your... What are you casting light onto? Your
I
staff?
have a staff.
Cock!
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, onto the buckle of your belt. Onto the knob of your staff.
Wizard staff has a knob on the end.
Exactly. Your light catches the eyes of the first few dwarves here, and by fortune, You recognise the two that are here. They had sat near you in the Drow restaurant, made some remark about the quality of the beer there, that it wasn't as good as another place, but the food was worth the trip. They recognise you. They know that you aren't simply an evil wizard invading their space.
I will give them a nod.
He's an evil wizard who works for the king invading their space.
Yes.
It didn't.
Much better.
Yes.
I am a lawful neutral wizard.
That's what it says on his business card, anyway.
Yeah.
Mm.
LN.
Jethro, you call out, and you can hear these orcs grunting and muffling. Your accent is different than theirs. It marks you out a little, but you speak with a freshness and a vigour and a volume that has perhaps been trained out of many of these. Gromlin, are you acting? Are you speaking as part of this
Yes,
round?
I will let them all shout their words and then cast Thaumaturgy and walk forward, saying, "Brothers, this is not the will of God. You must cease this unnecessary violence. You have been lied to. These are not your enemy. You cannot. What did I say earlier? You cannot punish
Blame
these. Yeah, blame the son for the father's sins."
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to
Rough.
call everybody, or all three of you, because Tor hasn't spoken, unless you want to, Vic,
Oh, yeah.
to make
Talk to them giants.
to
Yeah, you
Yeah.
saw the giants.
Oh, you big boys. Well, why don't you fucking calm down a minute and step back? Look, everyone else is starting to chill out now.
Calm down, dear.
Oi!
It's only a
Fucking big
lifetime
boy.
of slavery. Sorry.
Chains
So,
on that bad boys. Come on.
give me a second.
I think we somehow need to convince Tor that these slaves are like the birds from that shop. Remember
oh
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember. What happened with that? I don't remember.
Those
Really
poor
good.
animals.
Yeah, you just released loads of animals, didn't you? 'Cause
Oh,
they were all
okay,
in
yeah.
cages and shit. We just need to convince you that these humanoid-shaped things are the same.
I need
What
piss.
we're gonna
Oh,
yeah.
No.
Okay.
Say it.
Everybody make a persuasion check. What we're looking for is a cumulative total of 60 between the four of you.
Okay.
Well, that's not a good start. 11.
There's a
11
one.
total, Sam?
13.
Natural 20.
3.
And Gex, that's for a total of?
20.
Okay.
I have a 0 persuasion, but I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, okay.
To be fair, it's on point for the dwarfs not to trust me because they don't.
60.
You're
I
a
don't think that
fucking
makes it.
weirdo.
I think.
Yeah, I know.
What did you get? You got 13.
Yeah, 13, 11,
Jethro got
24,
20.
plus 20 is 40 something.
47.
Plus your 1. Yeah.
Yeah. It was going to be a difficult call. You are running up on two entrenched sides and trying to persuade them to stop fighting. I'm going to let Gex go to the loo and then I'll tell you all what happens.
Okay, I'll be like a minute.
Surely we've persuaded one side to stop fighting, the orcs, by the sound of it.
And I'm going to borrow this die. Ooh, okay, right, fun.
Okay, I did it.
Congratulations.
Yay!
You're a
The
Bladder.
real boy
fighting
now.
does not stop. It barely abates. But the orcs themselves seem to hear most clearly. They look around. And they hear. Gex, you said that they could not win,
Yeah,
that there were too many,
they should pull back to their
that
leader.
they should pull back to their leader. And so the few that are not actively engaged, that are snarling, swinging weapons, not hiding, but perhaps taking cover from behind a giant, are given space to retreat. One second.
Okay, time's up.
A few look to you and then look up at the orc in the tower. They repeat in Orcish, say, yes, yes, get us out of here. Get us out of here. The demeanour on the orc on the tower's face wavers. It looks yet more desperate. We'll have another round of everybody deciding if they'd like to act, if they'd like to do anything.
Does out of the 5 golden voice dwarves here, do any look more ornate or in a position of leadership or authority? I'm going to be moving into the crowd this turn.
You're
as well.
moving further into the crowd there. I'm going to invite an insight check there.
Insights.
Your choice, basically. Pitch. What would you like to check there?
Moving to within the melee range of that giant.
Yeah, it's not.
No, I am. Yeah, intentionally. Ooh. I could fall back on my widely read histories of the Dwarven Empire, but I'm going to go with an insight check if these guys look fairly similar and I didn't know about them before. So there's a shitty 6 with a +3 and 9.
The short answer is no. These guys all look relatively impassive. Maybe frustrated is the word. The golden voice there.
Where was I? I was out here somewhere. So
They look healthy, kind of almost like they might, be well cared for normally. Their armor is not especially ornate, but looks expensive and maybe even impractical. Versus the kind of rugged, beaten, homemade, perhaps, insofar as, in a city where there's a smithy on every street, armor can be homemade, but still of very high quality. These guys don't have that. They are, a little more organized, a little more professional looking, but they all look, to your eyes, uniform.
Well, if we're not in combat, I'm going to go on talking, addressing the guy directly in front of me. You there, golden voice. What's the meaning of this? Your people could be injured here, or worse, killed. I'll be saying that in Dwarvish.
We're not in combat or initiative yet. And again, your persuasion before was a 3, and I'm inclined to roll on that still. Kind of persist on that. How do you feel, Gav? Do you want to make a fresh check?
No, I'm happy to put the ball in their court.
Yeah. The guard, the man, the dwarf in front of you looks up with a slightly more smug look. Bear with me.
Bearing.
Yeah, I know.
Was Jethro, were you a slave at any point in the past?
No.
No? Okay.
Jethro was not raised with orcs.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well,
remember
I
now.
mean, I was a child when
Yeah.
it went down.
There. That's what I want.
But I generally believe in personal freedom for everybody. Except criminals.
This, yeah. This, what am I trying to say? Gold-wrapped, bronze-wrapped dwarf looks at you, smiles, kind of cocks an eyebrow a little bit. You wonder, his mouth moves so little that you wonder maybe if he is mumbling. Over the clamour and the din, it is hard to hear what he says, and you lean a little bit closer and then make out the words that are coming out of his mouth. I'm going to invite you, Gav, to make a wisdom save.
Oh boy. Hostile
this-
action.
I can do.
Oh boy.
Sometimes. That is a 13.
13. You are charmed by this dwarf. Now, what that means is that you... Tell you what, I'll describe it to you. And you look upon his face and you realise how well wrapped up he is. Quite how hard this dwarf has been working to maintain order, law and order in these lower echelons of the city. And the sympathy you feel for him is sudden and apparent. You're struck by what he can convey simply by a look, but it is the words that come to you. He says, "We are saving the city. It's as simple as that." And you know that to be true.
Well, how can I help? This doesn't look productive.
It's not the first time he's calmed down, is it? I think.
Weak-willed are, but
I just didn't have my proper spells prepared today. That's my excuse. Plus fucking 7 wisdom save as well.
Yeah. He points up, dodges what's going on around him. That one's blocking us. It can't normally do that.
Well, it's protecting them with magic.
That's what I mean. Don't know
just
where it
shoot it.
learned that. With no crossbows, and the hammers are, they don't throw as far.
And you'll have these all under control if he goes down?
Oh, easy.
Oh, well,
I promise. I wouldn't lie to you.
let me try.
Okay, before you get a turn, Gav, I'm going to make a couple of rolls. Now, as has been pointed out, you're within melee range for this giant. This giant's looking a little hurt, to be honest. It has taken a couple of hammers to the jaw.
I'm facing the dwarf, so I'm fully conscious of this guy. Like,
Yeah.
Got that pins and needles, not pins and needles, hair standing on the back of my neck.
Yeah.
Kicks off. I'm gonna call Puff the Magic Dragon in and tell him to fire into the sky as high as he can, covering the roof in flame to get everyone's attention.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a d6, and if it lands on a 1 or a 2, I'm going to make an attack roll against Obadiah. And then everyone else will get a turn. That's a
Oh
2.
boy.
Okay, where's my
Well,
fucking...
Tor can't even see me. So how does he know it's kicking off?
I'm not doing it because it might be kicking off. It's just because I can see no end what's going on.
Clearly, the
okay.
violence
Oh.
has not abated at this round of persuasion. Yeah,
No
absolutely.
worries.
Yeah, I've got nothing. I can't
Nothing's
even use-
I've got
changed,
something.
you know.
I can't even
fucking-
use mass friends or anything.
Gromnon used fucking thaumaturgy. No one even looked at him.
That's
If a
true.
dragon walks in, breathing fire on the roof, that's gonna get fucking eye.
Gex, I'm borrowing your die to make a club attack against Obadiah.
It worked well for you last time.
Yeah.
Get your own filthy
get-
die.
That's
Get all the luck out
a
of his.
14.
Oh, that hits. My AC is 11. And in fact, I'm
Okay.
at disadvantage because I don't know it's coming.
Yeah, I'm not going to apply that. You're aware that there is damage, but there is violence going on
There's
around you.
a big fight. You're in the middle of a riot. Yeah.
Okay, that's what is that? 14? No,
I don't know,
15
I've
points.
Still got 10.
15 points of
damage.
bludgeoning damage. As the club comes down behind you, onto your back.
Boom. I probably hit the ground.
Are you down there or no?
No. I was on full health. I'm down to 45 points. I just drop to a knee and cry out in pain.
Let me check though whether you. No. Okay. If it fails, the saving throw is until. Yeah, fine. Okay, no problem. All right. Get that slam. The rest of you behind the lines are able to see this. Tor, is your intent to still try and distill things with the giant, or shall we roll initiative with the dragon even?
Yeah, I'm still gonna call the dragon in to fucking breathe some fire and
Right.
see if I can get attention this way. This
That'll
might be
be-
a good time
yeah.
for you to use thaumaturgy, Gromnon, as well. Some attention.
Thaumaturgy's
that
still
means-
running because it lasts a minute.
Well,
You're still amplified, that's for sure.
you'll have people looking your way shortly.
What?
What I'll call for then is for Tor to make. This sounds like an intimidation check, to be honest,
Yeah, sort of.
with advantage.
One. My +1. Fuck's sake. Want me to reroll that? Or
No, that's not too bad. There was definitely a roll.
that'd be 20.
Total 20, yeah, absolutely. The flame licks the ceiling. The dragon's maw roars and bellows. It may be spectral, slightly illusory, but it is enough to scare these subterraneans who are not used to flying beasts, who are not used to scaly great lizards. All eyes turn. The fighting, for the moment, has ceased.
Alright, well.
You've definitely got their attention.
How are we going to deal with this? Because
This is on you, I think, son.
Any of you can act. Attention has been drawn, so the fighting has stopped. But if somebody wants to,
Right. I got
non-mechanically
it.
seize the initiative, yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Right. Jed, this is a deception.
Okay.
Very clear on this. You'll get it in a sec. Brothers, do you not see the torment that God will unveil on you? This dragon is his punishment, and all of you will be victim to his wrath. You must cease this fighting before his anger takes over. Is that good enough?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, now we're talking. 27.
27. Okay.
Jeez.
You see fear wash over nearly every face in the room.
I'm a little bit scared.
Yeah.
What?
A conjurer working with a con man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Plus 13 deception. Bring it on.
Yeah. Jethro, you wonder whether Gromnol might be telling the truth. You're not entirely sure how Tor's power works. He's tried explaining it to you around a campfire. But now,
he
that's
has some fucking animal friends and shit.
Yeah. But for him to have conjured a dragon? No, that seems less likely.
Yeah.
Whereas a vengeful god? Well, there are no gods, and if one were to reappear...
I could take him.
Yeah.
Yeah, just punch him.
I'm gonna attack the dragon. and then all the dwarves are gonna be like, "Oh my god, we've been saved by an orc! Free all the orcs!"
Yeah, whatever works at this point.
A few dwarves step back from the line.
If you approach it, though, I can take the bow its head in supplication.
This giant is dead.
Oh, that would be funny.
This giant is going to step back. These dwarves are stepping back from the line. The lines are separating. The orcs' heads are twisting back and forth between the line of fighting dwarves and the flaming beast that they have been called towards. Perhaps.
Ah.
Oh god, do I use more words?
Okay. Yeah, you have an opportunity here. Tell you what, guys, you have an I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to do something more. One more round of action. Something is going to happen.
I'm going to step forward in front of all the orcs and say to in Dwarvish, I guess I'll say, cease this folly. These orcs are not your enemies. That was long ago.
Okay, sounds like a persuasion check.
Sure. Give it a go.
Oh!
Yeah, that's a 5.
Okay, alright. Eyes are still gripped up to the ceiling. You're not sure if you've been heard.
That's fine.
I'm gonna look up and make sure I don't set anything on fire.
There are chains, rope assemblies, some bits of wood bolted into the ceiling, and those things that can catch fire have. It's adding to the ambience deeply. The roof is on fire.
Well, they better get going, don't they? Start working. Put it out.
But it doesn't seem to be spreading too severely. Any actions for Tor?
Not at the minute.
Any actions for Obadiah?
Yeah, I'm gonna step out from around this giant.
Okay.
Well, I'll turn to face the giant. Does it look like he's about to batter me again?
It doesn't look like it's about to batter you again. It has been stunned away from violence, although it is holding, shall we say, it is guarded.
Okay, I will stay within its range, and I will cast Magic Missile at level 1 at the orc on the pedestal.
Okay. Roll the damage. I'm trying to wonder. Yeah, I'm going to make one concentration check based on the total damage rather than what is that? 4 checks.
It's just it's 1 dart per level, is it?
Level 1, you get 3 of them, I think.
Great.
Although
so
your spell
3d4
description will
plus
tell
3.
you. Yep.
Yeah. 3d4 plus 3. Oh, that's a nice roll. So 14 points of damage into the
14
orc
points of damage into
shaman.
the. Yeah. Okay. Let's give them a con save. They've got fairly good con. Yeah, that's going to pass, I'm afraid. They take the bop. This one it is sweating, though. It is struggling to maintain the spell, but you don't know if it's you that's done it. It is. You can see this thing. This one orc doesn't. This is the only being in the room that does not appear gripped by the dragon flame licking above its head. It holds itself with a kind of uneasy tension. You rolled pretty well on that Arcana check earlier on, Obadiah. And I think now you glimpse. I'm going to roll more with that. The form, as I've said, for this spell, it didn't look natural on the orc's body, as though it hadn't learned the spell. And that demeanour persists. That sense that this thing is being forced maybe into a shape. The chant, the maintaining chant, is being pushed out through its mouth in a tongue that is not its own. That comes back to you now.
Like some otherworldly force was acting upon it.
Possibly.
That's not good.
That sounds like it's made a deal with the devil.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think as we come around through that, in fact, the dwarves are not fighting. A few have turned their attention towards Jethro, but have not been persuaded to act in his way. Obadiah, you are actively looking up at this shaman, and so you watch as now, finally, their posture changes, breaks. They move stiffly. One muscle at a time, one limb at a time, to a posture for another spell. Yet again. I've got to look this one up again. Let's see that. You have witnessed in your time, although you have not learned it, demonstrations. No, I don't think Obadiah would have done. Sorry, yeah, yeah, I don't think. Sorry, I don't know if Obadiah would know this. The right hand in particular, bends, spreads. The middle two of the forefingers come down to the palm, the outer two spike, as though it is making the shape of a fork. And the hand quivers, shakes, vibrates. faster than the muscles should be able to. It is as though it is... What comes to mind is a tuning fork, maybe. The other hand moves aggressively, making postures, gestures. The words come from the mouth, inaudible, unrecognizable. But there is a ringing in the air, as though a cymbal has been struck, or indeed, again, a tuning fork has been set to ring. And the room, for each of you now, as this noise reaches your ears, begins to spin.
Sorry,
The
who's doing the
ground,
tuning talk?
the shaman on the tower above you,
Okay, cool.
Romnan. There's where the noise is emanating from. But the room spins as though perhaps you are dizzy, or perhaps the very matter of reality itself is being vibrated.
Oh boy.
And it begins to blur. And any one of you hearing and noticing this, and the dwarves and the orcs around you, look at their hands, look at one another, and your bodies are beginning to blur, to granulate. I'd like one of you, let's say Sam, to roll me a d10, please.
D10.
That's a d10, yeah?
3.
3, okay. The world, and I say the world precisely for it is everything that you can feel or see around you, blurs and shifts and begins to shake apart. And the hard rock of the earth begins to crumble, and for a moment you can discern nothing. It is as though your senses have been pushed into one another, and the dust on the rock is no longer a smell or a feeling or a sight as it flings into the air. And then things slow, solidify, mire. And you are, none of you, in this cavern below Mazenol.
Uh-oh.
The room begins to reform, but it is no longer a room. Beneath your feet, wet, marshy earth. In your nose, the stink of fetid water and rotten wood. And around you, the orcs, the dwarves, the giants that had been in this chamber. Not these ones. I'm going to take a break for a couple of moments. I need to get a drink.
Cool. I gotta take a leak. Back in a sec.
Yeah, might as well.
Oh, I wish I hadn't fucking succeeded in the deception now that I know that this guy's fucking made a deal with the devil.
Yeah,
Well, Sam knows, but kidding.
Yeah. same with Thor, because
Yeah.
I can't actually see what's going on myself, can I? He's not actually in my line of sight there.
Mm. What a bastard.
It's alright. Dragon's pretty fucking close to him. Just move left a bit so you're not in flamethrower reach. Because you know, people are going to be getting burnt up. I've literally got 2 level 3 spells and a level 2 spell.
Yeah, I've got fuck all. Desperately need a nap.
Yep. But, you know, the 2 level 3s, that's still, I can do 2 summon. Or some upcasting. Yeah, I've got like a hill in a pinch. Thing is, a dragon's got 56 health, 57 health. Does like 3 attacks a turn, so that's some good damage.
Yes.
Not like it takes many turns for us to kill most things.
Hello.
Okay, how we doing?
Good to go.
Yeah, you?
I'm doing okay. The swamp, this endless bog in which you find yourselves, is unlike any place that you have found yourselves before. Those of you who are Lurich natives are used to fen and soft, wet ground. Lowlands which soak in the rain. Bogs that will consume or even preserve the bodies that fall into them. But the stink, the desolation, the shallow feeling of this place intensifies beyond that. A pool nearby bubbles. The Orcish shaman falls, squelching, where no tower is for them to land upon. Those others of you around are disoriented, but you have your senses. The air is not cold, certainly. In fact, it is hard to imagine the air here moving with so much as a breeze. It may well have been still for years. I'll take away some of these dwarves. In fact, let's take away most of these red ones. The orc shaman has fallen. Its back flat on the ground. It is no longer holding that wretched tension, but coughs now, spluttering. Comes from its throat. Gromnan, you can hear it. It sounds like it is struggling to make out words. The position in which it has landed. If the ground had been harder, you'd be certain that its back was broken. But you can't check yet. Well, you
Oh, that
could
was the
check.
orc, right?
This is the orc shaman.
Yeah.
Who's landed flat on the ground.
So sorry, did the dwarfs came with us?
Some of the
All of
dwarves have come with you. Those that are on the map have come with you.
Okay.
Which means Bostic and his father didn't, correct?
Correct.
Means they're safe back at the Mazen.
The orcs around you look just as confused as the dwarves past you. The two giants stand stunned, blinking. For there is light here, considerably more light, piercing through the low, murky cloud than there had been in that dwarven mine pit. The giants both stand upright, straight upright, possibly for the first time in their lives, maybe. This more wounded one next to Obadiah trembles. The violence has not returned to them. And so the only sound is the half gasping, coughing laughter of the orc shaman.
Where are we?
Are
Seriously.
you asking it?
Yeah. Why not?
He looks just as confused as you are. His eyes look almost panicked. And then the jaw locks, releases, that awkward tension returning again and again. And the words form eventually. It says, 2 conditions. My people will escape, and those who jailed them shall suffer. The body heaves and then relaxes. Dead.
Conditions?
Hmm.
Conditions of what?
We don't have speak with dead rest, do we?
We do.
We do.
Do we?
But I've got
Well.
a feeling you're not going to be speaking to that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Sam, you're standing over the corpse.
Yes.
Is that right?
I am.
I will get you to make a perception check for me, please.
Go, red dice, go. 18.
Nice.
Okay, 18. 18's good enough. You see the shape inside the corpse. Something under the skin shift and warp and twist. And for that you are not surprised, and I will have everyone roll initiative.
Ugh.
Damn
Change
it.
the colour of that one.
We really need to not have a fight for a while.
Seven.
Scoffs at magic users.
Drag.
Still got 5 key points, baby.
I've got 2 sorcerer's points.
Plenty.
And
I
like
have
2 spells or something.
Although if
3 spells.
watching the first few episodes of Critical Role is anything to go by, that means you have about 15 sorcerer points.
I have 10. I think I used them all in the cool fight with Titus. Literally before Christmas. It's been that long since
Yeah.
we've had a rest.
You guys had a short rest, which I highly encouraged a long rest.
Yeah, that's fine. For me.
No, you didn't.
I got full health and all my key points back. I don't give a fuck.
No.
If I had a long rest, these would have all been dead.
Absolutely.
Yeah, can't fucking boss stick. My boy.
That's true, we did have a boss stick.
Sorry, one sec. Right, okay, so. And then. Nice. Okay. Everyone's where they are on the initiative tracker. Bill of Axes and Mr. Powders aren't coming with us, I'm afraid.
Aw.
Yeah, fuck those guys. They were wieners
So everybody
anyway.
Has everybody placed themselves on the initiative?
Yep.
Right, okay. I need to do 2 more,
Uh-oh.
apparently. No, it's fine. They're just dwarves.
No.
Well.
It's clobbering time.
Okay. Obadiah, I need to stress you are still charmed by one particular member of the Golden
Yep.
Voice. But Gromnon, you witness the shifting inside the skin of this dead orc chieftain.
What does it shift into, Jed?
As though another form is coming together, chewing from the inside out of this dead orc, and then at the
Notice
sternum.
do I have?
Pardon?
How much notice do I have? Long enough to say a word?
This is definitely a round. You're definitely going to get a turn in first because you're ahead in the initiative. But I'll describe what you see, and then I'll allow you to react as you see fit. As fingernails burst below the sternum, and the innards rip out, and from within, the size of a man, but purple-skinned, snake heads on the beard, barbs at the shoulders adorning the face, crawls a figure. I don't remember whether you fought these guys before or not.
Don't think so. Doesn't sound familiar.
No, okay. But he looks horrible, and
Yeah, demon.
is some kind of devil, definitely.
Yeah.
You have no doubt that this is certainly something not nice, and I'm going to have Gromnon. You can go first.
Okay. I'm going to move away.
You're going to move away from that. That might incur attack of opportunity, though.
Can I not have been moving away when it was changing?
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Yeah. As you see this
Wait.
coming together, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, like, just stepping back away from it.
yeah,
And
sure.
then it
Yeah.
changes, and I'm like, fuck that. And I turn around and I run. And I will scream out with thaumaturgy, fuck it. That's my
Yep.
action. It is
To
more
alert everybody else.
Yeah, like before with your friend. And Sigismund, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
Fabrice.
Sigmund, yeah.
Sigmund, there we go.
Yeah.
I told you the God's wrath would come. Leave it at that.
Okay. Tor, you're on the same initiative?
Okay.
And so you see this purple-skinned...
I will hear that. Turn. See this abomination coming forth. Back away a little bit. Shout to those orcs. They may went to get the fuck out the way. And because I don't have a lot I can actually. No bonus actions really, have I? No. Okay, and then I will do a cantrip frostbite on the devil.
Okay, sure. Is that a saving throw from me?
Yep, Constitution.
Con save. Okay, cool. Just checking. Yeah, fine, cool. Okay. For a total of 15?
You need 17, so
Okay, fails. Yeah, cool.
2d6. Slowed. Yeah, disadvantage on attack. Your next attack.
Okay. So Ray of Frost.
Disadvantage on your next weapon attack. So I think spells you're fine. It's just melee attack. It's frostbite.
Frostbite, okay.
That is Tor's go. And the dragon,
Oh yeah,
having
sure.
seen
Yeah.
this, I will forward a little bit. Will rend. Actually, he's going to move forward, but around to like there, sort of thing. Yeah, I don't want to cook everyone.
Okay.
Oh, the tongue probably get. What's there? Got. We're outside now, aren't we?
You are outside, definitely.
So yeah, so he can fly. Yeah, he's just gonna fly to there.
Okay.
He's just gonna fly across. So, and then yeah, I'm gonna use rend. Sorry, spell back up. Cheers.
Rend is a melee attack, definitely.
Down 5. 2 because it's level 5. Okay. That will be 12 on one of them.
12 hit. 12 misses.
And 19 on the other.
19 hits, definitely.
That is 1d6 plus 4. That's 9 plus spell level, which is not 5. So that's 14.
14? Okay, cool.
And then obviously flame breath.
Go for it. And
Which is Dex save.
that's the dex save. Cool. Okay. For a fail.
That is 2d6. Or 10.
Okay.
And
That's fire damage, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. The grass around this creature singes, but does not ignite. The ground is too wet. The corpse of the orc from which this devil is springing does burn back somewhat. What remains of it, although it appears to have been largely hollowed out very quickly. I think you guys have seen a similar effect before, and you will recall, all of you, in the fight with Sigmund, barely 2 hours before, two dwarves dying and their bodies being... I think this happened.
You talking?
Yeah, their bodies being warped and reanimated. Not in quite such a grotesque manner.
Yeah, weren't they the two things I walked up behind them and double inflict wounded?
That sounds right, yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That sounds right. Maybe I didn't use the exact same guys as this. No, I don't think I did. Oh well.
Just pretend that it's the same guy.
Well,
Or not.
that's fine. Okay. Anything else on Tor's turn?
No.
Okay.
No, we're done.
The bearded devil is going to stand. And bringing with it sharpened, straightened, broken and jagged, what you can quickly recognize as the femur bone of the orc from which it crawled.
It's pretty metal.
It's going to go with a glint in its eye. It's going to run after you, Tor.
Attack of all. Attack.
Go for it.
Change.
Yeah, roll the attack. Yeah, does it have enough? It just has enough. Cool. Okay, yeah.
And that is.
It's going to hit. Yeah, fine. Yeah, roll the damage.
Is 1d6 plus 4 plus 5, so that's again 14.
Another 14. Cool. Okay. Going to make 2 attacks. It's going to swing first with the sharpened femur, the jagged broken bone. That's probably going to miss. Yeah, that's a miss. Okay. Yeah, yeah. 17, isn't it, for you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, he hasn't got a plus 10 to hit. But then with that, you lean in a way to dodge it, to bounce the blow off your breastplate of your tautly carapace. And the devil leans closer, and the snakes growing from its chin lean out to bite. And it's going to miss again. Right, cool, fine. No problem. That's
Thought I had
his...
blinded devil, am I right?
Yeah, right, yeah, that's his turn. Next in the round are the golden voiced dwarves, and they are going to resume their offensives. These two are going to stand forward and sing out, and you realize now why, those of you who have not interacted with them directly, why they might be called golden voice. Their voice is choral. When I say sing out, I mean sing out. Both of the giants can have saves. Here's a wisdom save, and That one's going to pass. That one is going to fail. Okay. The Golden Voice Giant Dwarves. Well, this one is maintaining concentration on Obadiah. He's going to go to the. He's going to reattempt the charm. And it's still going to pass. Okay, cool.
He
Jethro
doesn't have to. Does he?
doesn't have to what?
Reattempt the charm.
No, this guy is trying to. This
Oh,
one has
sorry.
passed its charm save. So this one, this guy's maintaining his concentration. He has passed 2 attempts to charm him. That's what I'm trying to say.
Sorry, I thought it was on me.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's not on you. No, they don't need to reattempt anything. Just rolling dice to see what's up with the giants. Jethro, it is your turn.
Shit, I don't know if these guys are hostile.
You can give me an insight check.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Just try and read the lay of the land. For free, no action
They've moved
involved.
towards me, and that's that's kind of it. Well,
Golden voices
bullshit.
seem a bit
I've
fucking.
got like fucking 8
Yeah.
insight. 8
That's
or
an 8
something.
total insight.
Might be less. Might be more.
The demeanour of the dwarves is different than what it was a moment ago, but that's about all you can work out. All of the dwarves, so they're no longer stunned and afraid of the dragon.
Yeah.
But they're not looking as steadfast and firm as they were a minute ago.
Oh, but I've just seen them singing, and I know that they use the voices to control the orcs.
But you don't feel any magical effect upon you. I'll give you that for free.
Can we just assume that this is within my reach? Oh yeah, well within. All right, I'm gonna club of the
Gotcha.
devil.
All right, go for it.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Okay, I'm gonna re-roll that.
Yeah, please do.
I knock myself out. Well, that's not one. Second attack. God damn it. 12. Fucking plus 9 to 21.
That'll hit. You have the trait where your unarmed attacks count as magical, don't you?
Yes, but I'm hitting
Okay.
it with my quarterstaff.
Which is
a
not
monk weapon.
magical. Okay.
So I don't know, it's my unarmed strikes kind of. Yeah, my quarterstaff is not magical. I'm just whacking it with that.
Yeah. Cool. That's fine. Roll the damage.
Yeah, my dragon's attacks are magical as well.
That'd
Yeah,
be,
no, I yeah.
6 plus 11 with the quarterstaff.
Cool.
And then I'm going to, I'll flurry of blows that bitch and clobber him with my magical fists. It's more than the last roll, 25 or something.
Yeah,
26.
easily.
Yeah, D6.
This guy's not wearing any armor. He's not hard to hit.
Yeah, that'll be a 7, and then. Ooh, it's 18.
18 to hit?
Yeah.
Oh, easily, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So
Yeah.
and
As I say, he's not wearing any armor. It's, yeah.
and that'll be a 10 on the last one.
Okay. Looking quite hurt. Looking really quite hurt. Those were a good couple of knocks. That last one finds the jaw, finds cheekbone, feels tooth crack and dislodge.
Good.
We come around to the very end of the
You
round.
know what? Just because I can, I'm going to use my free disengage and go exactly where I was before.
Fine. Okay.
'Cause I think it's like 40 feet away. I could easily do that.
Obadiah, it is your turn.
Oh wait, no. Sorry, carry on. I'll figure out.
So that spell is dropped. I'm going to disengage
That
Yeah.
giant does not seem interested in you, definitely. You're confident of that.
Okay, I'm gonna run away from it then.
Mhm.
Turn back and I will cast.
Plus 10. Oh, I can only get to here.
You know what I'll do? The guy that charmed me, I'm actually gonna cast Bear's Endurance on him. Oh no, that doesn't affect his spellcasting thing. No, I'm just gonna cast a level 3 magic missile at the giant.
I realised I couldn't go that far, so I just went back as far as I can.
The giant that hit you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
We're gonna have to kill everything here.
No?
3 is
Maybe.
You see what I mean? Those sounds it's gonna be like. I feel like
And we're going to come back into the real world and be like, oh no, they
20.
they all killed each other.
20 points of damage to the giant.
There's definitely a
The-
distinct maybe.
so. I feel like Gav's been fucking like tricked into attacking the giant, which means the orcs and the giants are gonna want to kill him. But Jeffro automatically is not gonna like the golden voices because they're slavers, so he's gonna want to kill them.
Sorry, Jed.
The sparks of force burst from your hand, Obadiah, and find their target, whipping, whirling, tunneling deep into the core of this giant. And it crumples as though burst from within. Anything else on your turn?
Is it dead?
Yeah. For now.
Sweet. I will gain 30 HP from Grim Harvest.
Nice.
No, that's me.
At the top of the round, we have a number of orcs. The orcs seem panicked, maybe. Unsure of what is happening. This one has seen Jethro and will rush in itself.
Yeah.
This one has seen Obadiah and will rush in itself.
Ooh.
These two are going to
None
move.
of us know he's fucking charmed.
That's it.
Oof. Gav, you're in trouble.
I might invite insight checks, I'm not sure.
We're gonna have to see it first, and none of us have been facing that
Yeah,
way or
I've not-
concentrating.
I've
not
on what's
looked
No,
going
at
on.
sure,
it.
yeah. I think looking around and noticing Obadiah felling a giant is reasonable.
Okay.
Definitely makes us think of what's going on, but we may have also seen him get hit by that giant earlier. So,
Yeah.
you know, could also be thinking, oh, it's retaliation.
This orc, as it rushes, plucks a dead, rotten branch from the ground, swings it club-like in both hands. Hits. Where is right? Okay, so and catches the devil in the spine of its back, which you all hear shatter. Tor, in front of you, the devil crumples
Damn.
and does not move.
I softened him up.
These things die a lot quicker than I imagine.
The orc bends, places the devil's foot into its mouth, bites
No,
down
don't do
hard
that, you fucking fool.
to remove a couple of toes.
Ah! Wah!
Hikers.
Fucking turn into some fucking devil yourself now. You should have chopped them off with a knife.
not
It's
a
the
zombie
Hellcroft
movie.
clan.
Careful. Start turning, that dragon's gonna fucking cook you.
Couple of attacks there. Sam has just written to me saying, the cat just shut my PC down.
Yeah, cats are dicks.
Yeah.
That's why I love them.
Even more dicks as they get older.
What a twat.
Okay. This attack's going to miss. That attack's going to miss. And the one attacking Obadiah. is going to miss. These orcs are going to cluster defensively,
Yeah!
taking
My
formation.
boys.
Didn't roll initiative for the giants, so let's do that now. The one and only lasting giant now. Roll that again. Okay, cool. I'll invite... Gromnon's not here. Obadiah in particular. I'll give you your choice of insight or perception. Jethro, now that this devil's been felled, where's your attention going?
I'm probably back to the golden boys now I've got my orcs around me.
You're looking back towards the dwarves.
Yeah. The golden
Again,
boys.
yeah, either insight or perception from Obadiah and...
One of my orc boys killed the devil and bit off its toes.
Oh.
28 for... Oh, wait. Insight or perception? Insight, yes, 28.
28?
27.
Yeah. That's, good enough. Obadiah?
Four.
Yeah, cool.
Insight.
You alright, Sam?
Me? Yeah, well.
Yeah, I don't know, yeah, just not too furious.
We just stood on the button and it literally just shut down cleanly.
Good Pat. Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, it didn't break anything, that's fine. Cat
That's
didn't
if
bite the
I-
power cable.
No.
Alright. Obadiah, you're happy with the arrangement. This orc has swung at you and missed, like the dumb brute that it is. You're well ensconced within the worldview now of the dwarves. Although, what a world this might be. This is not a nice place to be. And you're eager to get back and have a roof over your head. Make sure that your new friends are safe.
Oh.
Jethro, looking over at the dwarves. The Golden Voice themselves are busy. They have reacted. The other dwarves, the homemade armor, hammer-wielding dwarves, who had acted as volunteers in this fight. Not perhaps the constant participants in the keeping of order, shall we say, in the depths of Mazenol. None of them have really reacted. They've looked surprised, they've looked confused, but none have moved. They all have a kind of stiffness, awkwardness to them. There is a tremble here and there, sweat from a brow, but they are not taking a turn, that's for certain. Are you back in, Sam?
Yeah. We're
So
still in this weird marshy land.
you are still in the marshland. You are still in the endless bog.
It's dead, and there is some fighting happening.
There
mainly
is
around
still some
Obadiah.
fighting happening. Yeah, absolutely. So what is happening is the devil itself is dead. Obadiah has killed a giant, and you'll have seen that happening. These orcs have moved up to protect this giant. These orcs have moved up to protect Jethro. This orc has moved up to attack Obadiah. The Golden Voice have used some charms, but haven't done too much. The rest of the dwarves haven't really acted.
Okay. Just wander over here somewhere. Not looking for combat.
Let's draw in some terrain just for fun.
Again, thaumaturgy, and the attempt at persuasion. The beast is felled. Why does this violence persist? Cease it immediately.
Puddle, puddle, puddle. This is puddle.
Not very good. 14.
14 total, okay. This brighter thing is a dead tree. This is a dead tree. The rest of it is border with swamp or water, although you are yourself standing on ground.
Like mangrovey swamp or fucking.
Yeah, no, there's not enough trees.
It's like a marsh.
It's marsh, it's bog, it's
Bogland.
bogland, absolutely.
Bog.
There are
Peat bog. So
yeah.
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
we're all familiar with it. Yeah. Where the ground threatens to eat your shoes.
you step on it and it's floating.
Yeah. It stinks.
Feel it
And
underneath.
there's a kind of gaseous light. Sam, you are not able to defuse the fighting, I'm afraid. Sure, how about yourself? What would you like to attempt?
Well, I'm gonna poke the devil just to make
Okay.
sure it's dead.
It flops as though dead. It is its
Not-
back is bent in a way that looks deeply unnatural.
Not gonna
And
take any fucking
it has-
alchemy materials from it because
Okay. It has
do
not
Was it?
squirmed or reacted in any way, having its teeth, its toes bitten off either.
I just do not trust taking shit from devils. Maybe I might. Go have a look. Okay, so I'm assuming then we're stuck wherever this is. Yeah, it's not like teleport us back from death. Well, this way. Obadiah, what's wrong with you killing that giant? Fucking bellend.
We have to keep the order.
Well, there was order until you started freaking getting in there like that. Fucking hell.
Bellend.
Oh.
Also,
Well.
he's got a fucking orc clobbering him.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's because he attacked the giant.
Which is. Yeah. He kind of deserves it, yeah. Carry on.
I don't know what to do here. I really. Fooky. Right. I don't know who to side with. Do I side with the orcs or do I side with the
No one, we leave.
just want to leave?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh,
I'm tempted just to leave.
well, I think for the minute I'm just gonna sit and wait. Leave it out for the second. Moved. Can't do much else. All I'm gonna do is call my dragon to come and sit by me. On my heels.
Okay.
I'm gonna let Obadiah deal with his own fight.
I could roll this myself, but I'm going to get Sam. No, let's say Gex to roll me a d6, please.
Okay.
And I'm going to say we're going from the initiative tracker. We're going left to right.
6.
Oh, okay. All 6. Okay, cool. The bodies hold this tension, this awkwardness before they begin to break past that awkwardness, weaken at the resistance of it, and you watch limbs snap and stretch and bend and break.
It's the regular
as
dwarves.
The regular dwarves, not the golden voice. And from their chins burst snake-like appendages. All 6 by the end of that turn.
Well, that's settled it then, hasn't it?
Are broken and mutilated, and armed and armoured, whirling and turning and looking around. It is the giant's turn. Unbeknownst to these orcs, this giant is charmed and is going to make an attack. Let's say 2 attacks.
Whoa!
Oh, really? Okay. What's Bob doing now?
Hmm?
That's a
Yeah,
miss.
for the PCs.
What's happened?
We just heard someone shout Bob.
I guess that was armor. I didn't hear it.
No, you didn't hear it. Okay.
No, I've got
Headphones are too
noise
good.
headphones on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
It sounded there. Just wanna...
Is that good enough? Yeah, that's good enough. They're both good enough. Right, okay, so good enough to hit. Yeah, fuck it. 2 orcs splatter
Oh, bloody hell.
at the hands of the charmed dwarf. The charmed giant, sorry. And now it is the turn of the golden voiced dwarfs. This one is going to turn and run.
Ah, pussy hole.
That sounds about right.
He will have 2 attacks of opportunity against him. I'd like Vic and Gav to both roll me d20s for attacks of opportunity.
Against who?
Against the dwarf that is charming you.
9.
No, you're not. You're just rolling
No.
for the devils. Sorry.
Oh,
That's a 9. That's a well. No, that's
Six.
so
Six, sorry.
you've got a 6 on the die.
Yeah. Being
I
stupid.
rolled my
What?
3rd one of
Six.
the session.
Doesn't hit.
I've had 2.
Doesn't hit. Okay, neither of those hit. That's fine. Okay, can run. You can only run. Yeah. And he reaches. He's getting to the edge of your field of view now. The visibility is weak due to the mist. But you hear this dwarf panting, squelching, dashing away into the fog, panic on his breath. Obadiah, you are surprised at what is happening here. You had thought of this dwarf as brave and just and good, heroic.
Master, no.
And then your senses truly come back to you, punctuated with the sound of a scream in the fog.
Hell
I
yeah.
died.
These are the two. Let's make a couple of, just for the sake of it, a couple of wisdom saves.
So I'm no longer charmed.
You are no longer charmed.
Excellent.
You have got an angry orc beating on you, though. I'll see if I can remedy that.
Yeah, okay. This dwarf is attempting to speak to this devil. This one is attempting to speak to this orc. The orc gets...
Listen, he's probably not a monk, so probably not very good wisdom.
Yeah, okay. Fine, cool, okay. This one is going to attempt... Yeah, fine. One more attempt at a charm. Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright, sweet. Jethro, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to go over here. I'm going
Yep.
to pat this orc on the shoulder and I'm going to say, please leave my friend alone. He must have had his reasons for killing that giant. These devils are a real enemy. And then I will I'll start clobbering devils.
Oh, that's
14.
tragic.
That's like
14 still
time
hits.
Third
14
time that's happened
14.
to me.
Like
14
twice
still
tonight,
hits.
isn't it?
I think
Yeah.
this might be the third time. No, it's the second time for that. So that's 11 on that one.
That's
And
with the staff, isn't it?
Yeah. And then I'm going to hit the next one with the second attack.
Okay.
Which is going to be fucking 15. Which was a hit.
15
Right?
will hit, yeah.
Yeah, and that's 6 on that guy. I'm going to flurry of blows, and I guess I'll just hit each one of them again. So
I've just remembered that they're wearing armor, so I'll count those as hits. But actually, guys,
Okay.
please, kind of
14. Sorry, 24.
24 would hit definitely.
Definitely,
Yeah, fine, cool.
Okay. And that'll be 9 on that one, and final hit on the middle guy. Ooh, that's not going to be a hit. 13.
13, yeah.
Alright.
From now on, I'm counting them as having a higher AC than that. Yeah. The standard devil block doesn't wear armor, but I'm remembering these are deviled dwarves, so
The devil dwarves, my favourite breakfast.
yeah,
Sounds
absolutely.
delicious.
And Obadiah Black, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to run past the orc that's in front of me.
He's not making an attack.
Yeah! Solidarity.
And I'm going to cast, because I am a vengeful prick, I'm going to cast Blight at level 4 on one of these dwarves.
One of them? Any one of them?
This guy.
That guy there? Okay, yep.
So he gets a con save of 17.
Can't save, okay. That'll pass, I'm afraid. It's still half damage, isn't it?
It's still half damage, so he
Yeah.
takes... what's
Still
that?
pretty nasty.
16?
16 points of damage.
Yeah, cool, okay. Oof. Okay, anything else on Obadiah's turn?
No, that's my action.
Okay, brilliant. Right, top
Sorry,
of the
what
round.
did you do?
Back in a sec.
Cast
I
Blight,
cast Blight
on this
one of
sucker.
those guys.
Necessary.
Okay, Orc's turn.
This is a lot of cats on my desk. What do you want?
This Orc moves up. There's an attack of opportunity against it.
Can we change it so your power button doesn't turn the computer off?
No, I like that.
I
That's
do.
literally the first time
I
he's
like
ever
it,
done
but
that,
mine
ever done
doesn't
it.
work for some reason. It works to turn it on, but not off.
Genuinely, that is the first time that's ever happened in 2 years I own a cast.
You've been worried about it.
No, just,
I know. I remember you saying, like, "Oh, he's about to step on it." Oaks, oaks, oaks.
Let's go get an attack. What's his bonus on that?
4.
That'll hit. He's got that orc moving up has a length of kind of girder that was carried from the minecart floor.
Hell yeah.
It's 8 points, right? Cool. Yeah, good.
The length of girth.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, that gets cut. Oh, yeah.
Snow tomorrow?
Snow tomorrow.
Allegedly.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Where I am.
Not down here.
Yeah. No. I ain't gonna be getting no fucking snow.
Nice and mild.
I put the heating on just
Wet.
when I wake up.
That's long enough. He can make an attack. That'll hit, right? Okay. Orcs. This guy is going to attack a devil. Going to attack that devil, I think. Does that hit? That does not, because it's the devil orc. Yeah, fine. Okay. Misses, and one more orc. Okay, cool. Alright, thanks for bearing with me while I move those guys around. These guys are not on the board anymore. Gromlin.
Hey.
There is a fight coming together ahead of you. Orcs and dwarves and infernalized former dwarves.
Fuck it, I'm getting pretty angry. Who seems like the ringleader of the dwarfs, the golden boys?
So Gav asked this question earlier on, and there didn't seem to be any difference between them. They are acting not in formation, but they're kind of acting in harmony with one another. They are responding to one another and things.
They're a chorus.
Bunch of gay boys.
But they have drills. They're listening to one another.
Okay, for now, I'm just going to cast Sacred Flame on that devil.
That one at the back there? Yeah, cool. Yeah, choice.
I will do something.
It gets a dex save, doesn't it? Yeah.
17.
Yeah, just checking.
Yeah, and this is the one that
It's advantage on the
pass.
save.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, it's a cantrip, isn't it? It's, yeah. That's a pass, I'm afraid.
They have lots of decks.
Pardon?
If it's
But
a
there was a 20.
disadvantage.
It was at advantage.
Oh, sorry, I switched to disadvantage.
Yeah, no.
No problemo.
And nothing else for Gromlin's turn?
Nope.
Torok, your turn.
Okay. Well, I feel like one orc might end up being cooked. Try to figure out how to do this the best way I can without hurting that many, but oh well. It will decide to move into melee range. Right. So first things first, Tor will there and frostbite on that one.
Sure, okay.
1 second, frostbite. So it's a con save 17.
Con save. Roll that one again. Roll that. So I'm going to roll. Yeah, that's the roll. Yeah, fuck it. It's a fail. Yep, sure.
2, 6. Which is 7 and disadvantage on the next melee weapon attack.
7 damage, you said.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, great.
And then I will tell the dragon up
Yep.
to here is there. Okay, and he will make his 2 rend attacks at the same one I made melee my fight.
Okay.
Which is 19.
19 will hit.
Is sorry, back to
More than 19. Because you rolled a 10 on the last one, didn't you?
yeah, that one there. Another hit, so that's
Yeah.
23.
23 with both hits.
No,
23
one,
total. Yeah, sure. Yeah. 23 definitely hits. Yeah.
one had 19, one had 23.
Both hit. Yep. Roll the
Yeah, and
damage.
then one was 3 damage plus 4 plus spell level, so that 9 plus 3, which is 12, and the other damage is 9 plus 1, 10, so that's 22 altogether.
Cool. Okay.
And then it is going to facing this square here. So
Yeah.
the cone would be that sort of direction.
What size is it? It's a 30
30
foot cone.
feet. Yeah, so it's like
Right.
that.
Sure.
And that's deck saves.
Okay. I'm trying to work out whether that'll just be 1, 2, 6 of them. Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm just going to roll 6 d20s on this.
Okay.
Because, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, some good rolls.
Couple of passes, couple of fails. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Anything above 17 should pass. There's
Yeah,
17
sure.
above in
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
which means 2 get hit. 2.
They'll all
Then-
get the hit. It's those that fail take half damage, right? I'm going to rule
Yeah.
that these 2 golden voices have failed.
So it's 10 damage altogether. So the 2 failed take 10,
Okay.
and then everyone else takes 5.
Everyone else takes 5. Okay, cool. No problem. I'm going to get... so then, right, who's got to make a concentration save? This sucker's got to make a concentration save. Which he will pass. And this sucker's got to make a concentration save. Which he will pass. Okay, cool. This guy's dead, actually.
Nice.
He's the one that got blighted and hit with other things. Definitely dead.
Sucker.
The devils do not appear to be affected by the fire.
Well,
now that
not
they are in dwarf
damaged
form.
at all by it. or fucking-
They are immune to fire damage.
Makes sense.
Right, it's still got big fucking claws.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I assume that means they're weak to the frost that I used on Matey.
Maybe.
Interest. No guarantees. Right, yeah, that's my turn. Done. Dusted.
Okay. After Tor, we go through to the Devil's turn. So Jethro's going to get an attack against him
Nice.
for a total of 15. Doesn't hit, does it? Alright. Second attack, this one with the beard. Even worse. Cool.
no.
Okay. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Keep saying that.
One time I don't have conjure element on my level 3 spells.
Sorry, Laura's watching something and there's some really good screaming coming through the wall, so I wanted to know what it was. Okay, I'm going to rule pink die is their hammer attack, red die is the beard attack. That was a fucking terrible roll. I'm going to do that again. Sorry, that's alright. Don't really got to memorize the bonuses. Right, hammer attack will hit there. On that orc, that one, beard attack. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that'll still hit. Okay.
Jesus.
Okay. Roll the d10 first. The orcs don't have a lot of armor, is the issue. And
Yeah. I assumed they
Well,
would have
they
like
were slaves.
greater
yeah,
dexterity.
exactly,
though.
yeah.
So I was hoping it wouldn't cook them.
That's not a lot of damage. Okay, and then he makes... Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to ignore that bit for the minute. Okay. This one will take 2 hits again. That's a bit more. Okay, nice. That's enough to kill this guy outright, I'm afraid.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Not that guy.
Yeah, I know. Devil's going to move up. And make an attack on Obadiah.
I get an opportunity attack with a dragon. 10
Go
feet
for it.
range.
Roll it.
Nice. Fuck him up. 20.
15,
Double.
24.
That'll hit.
And then it is... No, not 2, 1. Fucking, sorry.
Six plus.
4 and 5.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. 6 plus 9. Yeah.
Yeah, 15.
Okay. Attacks with his axe, with his dwarven misses.
Does he?
Um. Ooh, yeah. Maybe then 3. I don't. Yeah, I think it's still a miss. Yeah, that's an 8 on a 3. Yeah. With the beard, is going to hit. Gav, can I ask you to make a Constitution save?
I utterly refuse, Jed. Con save +2s. Yeah. Come on, another one. 14.
14. Okay. You take 10 points of poison damage as the snake-like appendage growing from this dwarf, where its beard used to be, bites into you. But you are not yourself poisoned. And so you may count yourself lucky.
Excellent.
Okay, and then I'm going to make a couple more attacks, both of them against this sucker. That one will hit. A lot of moving parts in this fight, so I appreciate you guys' patience. Okay, no, that's not what I wanted to roll. Ignore that.
It's a good job the dragon survived, because I'd have had to summon something else.
Yeah, right, yeah. And he's going to pass his concentration check yet again. Okay, so that is the devil's turn. The giant is still charmed.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Gromnan has not made any attacks against anybody. And so the giant is going to step past you and is going to
Yes.
swing a couple of attacks on. That's a hit. Going to splatter that orc.
Oh, fuck.
And he's going to miss this one. Okay. Golden Voice turn. This guy has been. This one here has been grievously attacked. And he's going to look around, looking for targets, looking for victims, looking for allies and friends. For what is the difference, truly? Jethro, you hear a voice in your ear. It sounds close, it sounds warm. You can make me a wisdom save, please.
Oops. It's fine. +4. 12.
12 total.
Yeah.
You realize your place in the world has been mixed up. This has been a good fight, and it's been fun. You've been hurting people that don't deserve to be hurt. They've just been trying to protect their own home. This guilt comes over you. And perhaps the right thing to do is to protect what few dwarves are left uncorrupted.
Okay.
In particular, this one over here. As badly hurt as he is.
Alright.
This guy is maintaining concentration. This guy's maintaining concentration. But this sucker here, what can he do? He can.
Was that charm person on Jethro?
Maybe.
Yes, it's a variant thereof, but yes.
Okay, yeah.
10-foot radius, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. No, that. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Fuck it, I don't think he cares. You hear, however, a louder noise come from this individual. He screeches. It is painfully intense.
Who?
This one here is casting Shatter vocally.
Wasted.
So we're going to get 4 saving throws. Okay. Gex, you're no longer charmed.
Wait, what? Oh, he killed his buddy. What a twat.
The curse of the dice. Before I even I looked down at his hit points and was like, yeah, there's no way he's going to
It's some
survive this.
AoE spells.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love it.
They're
That's
panicking.
the wrong dice. Yeah, they are panicking. He is panicking. Okay.
Would we be aware that we were charmed by the guy?
You're aware of it. When charm runs
Okay.
out, you are aware
That's
of it having been applied
okay.
to you. Yeah.
I am aware of that. That's a hostile action. These dwarves are going to die. Okay.
Hence the vengeance. It's
Yeah.
like straight away 4th level blight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like up until now, they've not actually been hostile, but I knew
No.
they were bad. But I was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to fight them. If we can defeat
That's
this,
why I was
then-
hesitant to attack as well. Until I fucking went.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the Golden Voice Dwarves' turn. Jethro, it is your turn.
Let's see. The golden
This one's-
voices.
Yeah.
That'll be why that dragon's attacking you, or something. Probably. Not the dragon, the fucking giant. Oh, I'm attacking this guy, by the
Booyah.
way.
Yeah, that's fine. That hits. Yeah.
I want to check this. Savage Attacker. Always forget I have this, and I know I have it right now.
You get to roll an additional die, or
Yeah, so I'm going to roll 2. I'm going to roll 3 d8.
go for it.
So 2, 10, 14 plus 5, 19 damage with the
19.
staff on this bleeder.
That's with the 19 is with the quarterstaff.
Yep.
Okay.
Does it damage it visibly?
It is causing damage. It's
Okay.
not lots, to be honest.
Okay.
Maybe about half as much as you would expect.
Alright, my second attack, I will simply punch the fucker with a 22.
22 will hit. Yeah.
And then 7 on that.
7. Okay.
Oh, and a flurry of blows.
The punches are going in well. Don't worry.
Okay, flurry of blows.
But the quarterstaff doesn't seem to be having quite as much effect as you'd
for
like.
a 20
20 hits. Yeah.
with 9 damage.
Cool. Talk to me about that last punch that you're putting in there. The
I feel like it's more of a kick.
Okay.
Like a kick
At
right
9
to the
damage.
solar plexus.
Yeah.
Straight
Cool.
to the chest.
Okay. This sucker crumbles.
Okay, well, this last attack is a 17.
Yeah. 17 will hit. Yeah.
Right, and then I'll see about some 8 damage to that guy.
8 to that guy. Cool. Okay.
And because I get a free disengage, I'm just gonna stroll over here.
Yep.
With my
As
flurry of
one
blows,
does.
and remove that key point because I
Yep.
have been remembering I still have some left.
You've spent the key. You've struck out one final kick and blow to this one and bounced, rolled over it in your drunken masterly style, and
Oh, yeah.
stumble across the bogland.
I
That
just
is
keep
this.
thinking Boglins when you say that.
Yeah, absolutely. The murky, fetid marsh.
The dead marshes.
Maybe. Anything else for your turn, Jethro?
Nah, that's about it.
And so, Obadiah, we come on to you. You are faced with one corrupted dwarf.
I am indeed. But I am a spiteful bastard. So I'm going to run away.
Okay. We'll
I'm
make the
gonna
attack of
cast-
opportunity.
Yep.
That'll hit, I'm afraid. And myself, that's... No. Yeah, okay, that's 12 points.
Then I'm going to cast Blight on this bugger here.
Sorry, which one? I was briefly distracted.
The guy further away from me.
That guy there. Okay, he
Just
hasn't taken
as
much
got the other
damage
guy.
at all. It's a con save, if I remember.
Yeah, con 17.
Okay, that's a pass, but only just.
Half damage at 22.
Not bad. Wait, does 22 just crunch him outright? Not quite. Oh, very close. Okay, cool.
And that's me.
Okay. So we come back around to the top. We have some orcs to act. Just roll some dice. Yeah, cool. That's an attack. Okay, that's a hit. I know what these guys are doing. Right. Basically, I'm rolling one attack and one round of damage for them, and they can just apply various damages. This guy's going to come through to here to attack there. They're all in an attacking position, aren't they? Greater.
Attack as one, brothers.
$11. Okay. Dead. Deaded. Deaded. Yeah.
Nice.
And the orcs go down and begin plucking at their various treasures.
Hell yeah.
Those who are accustomed to cutting the chin from their fallen adversary laugh in glee,
That's
for the
big.
chin is certainly well adorned here.
Yeah.
Scalping away at the lower jaw of a bearded devil would make a fine trophy indeed.
Mm.
Okay, after them, it is Gromnan's turn. Gromnan the Chosen.
Oh, did the one that's controlling the giant die?
Yes, he did, yeah.
Giant's like, oh, sorry.
Yes, he is, yeah.
Well, I assume these orcs sort of would have known as soon as it started attacking what was going on, because they would have fucking
Yeah.
wow.
They're used to it. They're used to
Yeah.
seeing this happen, absolutely.
I have 3 deck saves from you. Oops. Ignore that.
Yeah. What are you casting?
Lightning bolt.
Cool, yeah, nice, okay. How many of these are 3 dex saves? So it's 2 devils and a dwarf. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Right, so first dex save is being made by a devil. That's a 10. That's a fail.
Yep.
Second
yeah,
one
light
is
pink dice is very unlucky.
second one is a dwarf. That's a fail. Third one is a devil. Is a fail. 3 fails.
Maybe it is lucky for us.
Enough dice there, bro.
That'll do.
Quite a lot.
That's a total of 35 on the dice.
You count quicker than I did. Yeah.
Well, I hovered the thing over it and
Yep.
let the simulator do it.
Yeah. 35. Correct. Through all 3 of them.
Excellent. These guys aren't immune to lightning, are they? No. Sure. Yeah. Lovely.
Sploosh.
Fuck.
Talk us through it, Sam. What does it look like as Gromner the Magnificent casts lightning?
Magnificent. Ooh, silly one.
Gromner the Chosen. Gromner the Billowing, the Radiant.
Loud.
Coming on.
Oh, a bit
There.
loud. Yeah, small but loud. I kind of look to, I suppose, Obadiah's eye line, like I've just been pissed off that this hasn't gone the way I wanted. So I've just stepped out and taken my retribution through red eyes through those guys, and just cast fucking, Emperor Palpatine through them.
Excellent. And your fingers crackle, and a bolt of lightning shoots through all 3. And their bodies spark and smoke and crumple. Anything else on your turn?
No.
Then we go on to Torok, the druid.
One
What
second,
would you
sorry.
like to- Yeah.
Right. Well, mate, he's there, so just gonna rend him twice, I guess.
Yeah, dragon attack.
I'll frostbolt him first, though. The frostbite.
Okay, frostbite first, so that's con save, isn't
17
it?
con. Yeah.
Careful.
Okay,
You're at risk
cool.
of actually killing something yourself.
Hey, I don't need to kill that much.
That'll
You need to
pass.
get that back on the back in the field, so that's half damage, isn't it?
Is it half damage or is it?
Uh,
No, it's not.
No damage.
It's a cantrip, so
Yeah, no.
casting cantrips is save or suck,
Cool.
basically.
That's right. And then it's 2 rends. So
Go for it.
Which is, sorry, 7 plus 9, 16.
16 is what you need, so that's 2 hits,
Okay.
including a crit.
Oh, cool. So you don't want me to roll the other one, just roll. Yeah.
Roll. Is that not what you rolled? Okay, yeah,
No,
you
I
didn't
rolled
roll that
one.
20. Okay.
117,
Uh-huh.
120. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. As
So-
foretold.
Do the first one's damage then.
Yeah,
without-
fine, sure, yeah.
So 3 plus 9, 12.
Okay.
And then the other one would be 3 plus 9, 12, but it's double because it's fucking thingy in it. So
double the 3, so 6 plus 9.
6. Yeah. Right, yeah, 15.
Cool. Okay.
Alright. Doo-doo.
Okay. The claw of the dragon comes down. It scratches first across the chest and then back around again with momentum this time and cleaves the chest of this final devil in 2.
Yeah.
Guts come from it, slithering, wriggling like eels, stinking themselves before the skin, the bones, the musculature remain, but the innards, the soft parts, the workings of these devilish bodies collapse into the murky fen as though they were the very peat that makes the earth itself. The rate at which the land is eating what decays upon it is very severe. And I think with the 4 of you, 4 orcs and a giant surviving this fight, we'll call it a night.
Wow.
And we will resume, with all things being well, next week, as you try and figure out where the hell you are.
Also, what the fuck happened to that dude running off in the mist? There's
Well,
something that can just munch people.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
He screamed, and
Walked into
charm
watch
on
and-
the charm on Obadiah.
Yeah. Cool, thanks, Jed. That was good fun.
Uh-huh.
Can you still make a summoning, not a summoning circle, a teleportation circle?
I've like 1 spell slot left. It's
Yeah, but
been
I mean, if we rest,
3 days.
I can just rest in
Oh,
the
yeah.
marshes. No worries.
Sleep on these bodies, it'll be fine.
If we could convince the giant,
Yeah, we can-
his friends,
No,
he can
I-
protect us.
just-
we can walk a
Gentlemen.
little bit.
I've got Mordecai's fucking something mansion.
Oh yeah,
We can
oh,
sleep in
shit, we can
luxury
just chill in
with a
there,
10-minute
bro.
spell.
God
I'd-
damn.
I don't know what spell slots I've left, but maybe it's just the tiny hut, but we'll be safe and then we can teleport in the morning.
Hell
If
yeah.
we're
But
in this
it
realm.
would be worth investigating this area, though. See what the fuck here.
Mansion.
There might be something interesting around.
We're on timeline. We gotta warn the king.
You can't guess it's a ritual. That's a shame.
I totally
You can
didn't
do
take any
tiny hut
notes.
as a ritual,
So
though.
yeah. I think I might, maybe my last blight might have blown that spell slot. I don't know. I'll have to check. But we'll worry about that next week.
Uh-huh. Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe if you're-
I
actually,
thought they
yeah.
were all rituals.
Yeah. Tiny hut is.
And I don't have tree
Oh,
travel.
you've still got a class 4. Class 4, level 4 spell. Alright, cool. Thanks, Jed. What
All right,
a banger.
lads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to be back to it. I hope you're all
Hell
doing
yeah,
well.
brother.